Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Kala Chakra Star 59. Known among the locals as Sibbari, the Sibelius Park is based on an informal English-style landscape garden adapted to the typically Finnish shoreline environment. Construction of the park began in 1937 and lasted 3 years. The park covers a total area of 23.85 acres. Now we are at the Garden of the Senses, a specially designed area within the Sibelius Park. It was created to engage all 5 senses: sight, sound, touch, smell, and taste. Fragrant plants and herbs are planted so that the visitors can enjoy scent and even taste in some cases. There are textured paths and surfaces to guide touch and orientation, colorful flowers and contrasting shapes for visual stimulation, and sounds of nature like rustling plants, birds, sometimes even wind chimes to enhance the auditory sense. The Garden of the Senses provides a peaceful, intimate space within the large park, ideal for relaxation, therapy, and mindful exploration. The garden is part of Helsinki's efforts to create inclusive green spaces. It is used for rehabilitation, education, and enjoyment by locals and visitors alike. There are a few more interesting things about the Garden of the Senses in Helsinki. It was opened in 1999 as a collaboration between the city of Helsinki and organizations supporting the visually impaired. The design follows principles of universal accessibility, making it a model project in inclusive urban planning. Since it lies within the Sibelius Park, the sensory theme also fits with Jean Sibelius, the composer celebrated for his ability to paint with the sound. In a way, this garden extends Sibelius's legacy by letting visitors experience beauty through multiple senses, not just sight. This is the bronze statue of Paavo Nurmi, the legendary Finnish middle distance and long distance runner. He was called the Flying Finn because he dominated distance running in the 1920s. He set 22 official world records at distances between 1500 meters and 20 kilometers and won 9 gold and 3 silver medals in his 12 events in the Summer Olympic Games. The statue of Paavo Nurmi stands outside this Olympic Stadium in Helsinki, a fitting location since Nurmi was central to Finland's international sports identity. For Finns, Paavo Nurmi is not just a sportsman, but a symbol of perseverance, discipline, and national pride, especially important during the 1920s and 1930s when Finland was still a young nation building its identity. The Helsinki Olympic Stadium is the largest stadium in the country. Construction of the stadium began in 1934 and it was completed in 1938 with the intent to host the 1940 Summer Olympics, which were moved from Tokyo to Helsinki before being cancelled due to the Second World War. Finland hosted the 1952 Summer Olympics here. The tower of the Olympic Stadium has a height of 72.71 meters, a measurement of the length of the javelin throw that won the gold medal for the Finnish javelin thrower Matti Järvinen in 1932 Summer Olympics. To understand why Sibelius is so deeply revered here in Finland, one must know a little of his story. Born in 1865, Sibelius rose to prominence at a time when Finland was still under Russian rule. His music, deeply inspired by Finnish nature, folklore, and mythology, became more than art. It became a symbol of national identity and pride. Works like Finlandia, Karelia Suite, and his 7 symphonies gave voice to the spirit of the Finnish people. In particular, Finlandia became an unofficial anthem of resistance performed secretly when Russian authorities banned nationalist songs. When Sibelius passed away in 1957, the nation mourned a man who had become almost mythic in stature. A decade later, the Sibelius monument was erected to immortalize him, not as a statue of flesh and bone, but as an abstract embodiment of sound and spirit. The Finnish artist Aila Hiltunen created a sculpture titled Passio Musicae. It was unveiled on September 7, 1967. The sculpture won a competition organized by the Sibelius Society following the composer's death in 1957. The sculpture consists of a series of more than 600 hollow steel pipes welded together in a wave-like pattern. The monument weighs 24 tons and measures 28 feet by 34 feet by 21 feet. Hiltunen's aim was to capture the essence of the music of Sibelius. Critics argued that this sculpture was too modern, too obscure, too disconnected from the man it was meant to honor. To appease them, Hiltunen later added a bronze bust of Sibelius's face beside the pipes, stern, thoughtful, and dignified. Today, the two elements complement each other. The face grounds the monument in reality, while the pipes let it soar into imagination. Visiting the Sibelius monument is not just a cultural stop, it is a journey into the heart of Finnish identity, where music, history, and art converge in shimmering steel. Over the decades, the Sibelius monument has grown from a controversial experiment to a cherished national icon. Like our Ramayana and the Mahabharata, the Kalevala is regarded as the national epic of Finland and is one of the most significant works of Finnish literature. The sculpture's subject is Kalevala's creation myth. Ilmatar, the spirit or the goddess of the air, is impregnated by a storm and expects Wainamoinen, the symbol of Kalevala's epic. She drifts in the sea for 700 years until a duck settles on her knee, mistaking it for an eyelet, and lays 7 eggs, which she then begins to brood. The heat from the brooding makes Ilmatar move her leg, and the eggs break, becoming the earth, sky, sun, moon, etc. This is the creation myth explained in the Kalevala. The sculpture's pedestal is of red Vehma granite. It contains an inscribed quote from the beginning of Kalevala recounting the myth of Ilmatar and the scoff. Now, a little more detail about the sculpture itself and the Kalevala also. In 1939, the Leo and Regina Weinstein Foundation organized a competition for sculptors to design a work that depicted a scene from Finland's national epic, the Kalevala, which would be erected in the park. The winner was Are Aaltonen, and his work Ilmatar and the Scoff in bronze was unveiled in 1946. The Kalevala is an oral epic poetry based on Finnish folklore and mythology that tells the story about the creation of the earth, sky, and the moon. The Kalevala was instrumental in the development of the Finnish national identity and the intensification of Finland's language strife that ultimately led to Finland's independence from Russia in 1917. The Kalevala is well known internationally.